Yeah, I'm Zach. I hope I can provide a bit more of a youth perspective on this. There's a lot of quite middle-aged and old, and people that I think having a young voice is quite important. Oh, not to be rude. Now, the phrase in the GADN report on the post-2015 framework that really stood out to me, that economic development should be the servant to achieving gender equality, not the other way around. I think that really is the crux of my presentation, that real effective change can happen and should happen, even when conditions remain somewhat stagnant. In this area, we should recognise economic growth as what it is, a very useful tool in improving many different areas of gender equality, but that placing too much faith in it can be dangerous and lead to an over-reliance and lack of focus on changing underlying attitudes, which I believe is where the real obstacles lie in achieving a more equal world. For women, this last decade and a half has seen one of the fastest pace of change for the better that the world has ever seen. In the blink of a historical eye, maternal mortality rates have fallen dramatically throughout the developing world. In Pakistan, women have gone from 511 dying per 100,000 live births in the year 2000 to less than 330 a day. From 2,593 in Botswana to less than 515. These dramatic advances are completely unprecedented compared to almost any other era in human civilization. Other indicators of development seem encouraging also, that the age of first marriage has been steadily rising, contraceptives are in more use than ever. Women are living longer. Generally speaking, it's very difficult to dispute the idea that things are improving for women worldwide. However, to focus too much on our success distracts us from the fact that this development has been patchy, regional, and in large tracts of the earth. It would be difficult for anyone to notice that there has been any change at all. In Iraq, the ratio of girls to boys in secondary school stagnated, as it has in many other states. To simply ignore nations struggling to keep their commitments on these issues is something we cannot afford to do. Any post-2015 framework has to recognise this and attempt to allow for increased change, even when conflict and disaster makes these goals difficult. Since it's becoming increasingly likely that economic uncertainty, catastrophe or environmental degradation threatening progress, especially with the rise of global warming, it's going to become increasingly vital that women's rights are able to be protected even amidst devastating carnage. If not, many important gains made over the last few years have the potential to be undone in an instant. I agree with the GAD when they argue that any future framework must tackle the underlying causes of gender equality and promote female empowerment if we want any chance of achieving real and sustainable change in the medium-term future. And to do that is difficult. Lessons from the past and MDGs help us here, teaching us that real change has to come before small developing nations. Western organisations and governments may do brilliant work, but if they are not welcome, then the usefulness is severely limited, and their good work will be met with distrust. Don't take this in any way as admitted to the failure of international schemes to improve women's rights. It is not. As I've already mentioned, we have achieved rapid progress despite many setbacks, and the world can be proud of what it has collectively achieved over the last few years. It does not recognise that improvements have been nowhere universal. We still have a long way to go about bringing about better women's rights in every nation on earth would be a failure in and of itself.
Thank you.